Hi class! Today we're going to learn about writing single variable algebraic expressions from given statements. Have you ever looked at a math expression and felt like you were reading a foreign language? Oftentimes, students are intimidated by algebraic expressions because they contain both numbers and letters. Today's lesson should give you a greater understanding about parts of math expressions broken down in plain English to help you translate algebraic expressions with ease. Sometimes in math, we describe an expression with a phrase. For example, the phrase 3 more than 5 can be written as 3 plus 5. Similarly, when we describe an expression in words that includes a variable, we're describing an algebraic expression, an expression with a variable. Before we get into this, I want you to understand what a variable is. A variable represents an unknown numerical value but is expressed using a letter. The most common variable is x, but any letter can be used to represent a variable. There are a variety of different ways that a variable can be expressed in words. You may see a variable expressed in a written expression by the words a quantity, a number, or it can be directly stated as a specific variable chosen, such as x or a number x. For example, the algebraic expression 4 more than x can be written as x plus 4 or 4 plus x. In order to be successful at translating expressions, we must not only have knowledge of variables and how they can be represented, but also understand mathematical properties and how they're expressed in words and symbols. Such properties include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. To aid you in this task, let's review different synonyms for these mathematical properties that you are likely to encounter. Let's start with addition. I encourage you to pause the video to think of and write down some words on your own. Some of the words that can be used to describe addition include more than, some, add, plus, and together. Now let's do the same with subtraction. Some words include minus, take away, decreased by, subtract, fewer, less than, and the difference. Now how about multiplication? Times, tripled, doubled, the product of, and multiplied by. Lastly, let's do division. Divided by, out of, ratio, and quotient. Now, let's go over a few examples. We always want to start by highlighting the key words to aid us in writing these expressions. The example, the sum of 7 and the quantity 8 times x. Now first, let's highlight the key words. The word sum tells us that addition must be present, and the quantity 8 times x tells us that this is represented by 8x, and there's multiplication going on in that part. So this can be written as 7 plus 8x. It can also be written as 8x plus 7. It's important to note and understand that both addition and multiplication contain the commutative property, meaning that order does not change the solution. So that means it can be represented as 7 plus 8x or 8x plus 7. This is not present, however, with subtraction and division because they do not contain this property, meaning that the order cannot be altered. Let's look at another example. 1 minus the product of 4 and x. Once again, let's highlight the keywords in this statement. Minus tells us subtraction will be present, and the product tells us multiplication will be present. Now this can be written as 1 minus 4x. Now remember, it can't be written as 4x minus 1 since subtraction does not have the commutative property. Feel free to review this video and examples as many times as needed to get an understanding of content. You'll be asked to further apply and practice these concepts in class tomorrow with a worksheet assignment. Thanks for watching.